I just turned 40, so I'm feeling like maybe I have, approached that point in my life. Well, maybe the Today Show has to be a part of my day. I got to tell you, I never saw this day coming, and I'd like to blame my wife.
Hey, you're not old till you start bird watching.
Ah, there you go.
Ooh,
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
ooh,
So you're
I
still
do need a
young.
new hobby, so watch out. Watch out. I need a new hobby. There it is.
Golden finches, that's where it is.
Nice. That's funny. Wow. So we need an episode on bird watching. That's going to be
Mm.
fun. I can't
I
wait
like
for
it. I
that.
like it. I'm sure everyone will tune in for that.
Yes, no doubt. But anyway, we have to move on past the bird watching. So Today
Sorry.
Show. Check this out.
Today
I was,
Show.
I was I was watching this the other day, and there's a portion of the Today Show that I love. Every single day it comes on, and it's something along the lines of like a boost. They give a boost every day because there's something positive in the world that's going on. Well, the other day I was watching, and there was a guy on there that has developed this new app that just sounds so awesome. It's called the Gas app, and it is specifically for teens because everything in the world is for teens, especially when it comes to apps. But it's for teens, and it's got a positive spin on things, and this is what just really warmed my heart, and I wanted to bring it to this conversation because I just feel like all the publicity that people who are doing these kinds of things in the world can get, I'm all for. But it is all about essentially what a kid does is go on this app, they download this app, they got profiles and stuff like that, but it's all anonymous. So everything that you send and receive is anonymous. You don't know who it's coming from or anything like that. But there are these polls that are set up, and you can choose the person that you'd like to send this message to quote unquote gas them up, to make them feel better about themselves. And you can send, I could send Ben one right now and says, you're a phenomenal dancer, Ben, and he gets this pop up on
True.
his phone, and it is true, it's
It's
100%
very
true.
true.
So he gets this pop up on his phone, and it just says, Ben, you're a phenomenal dancer. And so when I heard that, I'm like, man, thank God for people like this, because I cannot imagine, and you guys can speak to this way better than I can because you both have kids around this age that are starting to deal
Oh
in
yeah.
cell phones and dealing with a lot of social media. And good God, we talk about all the time, at least in my own household, about how we can't imagine being a kid these days, and
It's
how hard that
scary.
how hard that must be. It's got to be scary. It's got to be terrifying. But when you see something like this, you hear about something like this, does it not warm your heart a little bit? Like, does it make you feel a little bit better? Like maybe we're going to trend the other direction. We've swung so hard, and there's these terrible things that go on all the time, and these kids bullying each other, and all of these terrible news stories out there. But maybe we're going to swing back a little bit with this Gen Z crowd, right? Like, it made me feel really good.
Number one, I have a lot of faith in this generation coming up. I have a ton
Yeah,
of faith in them.
yeah,
I am so excited for what's coming, and I think that's. I don't know that everybody feels that way, but I feel like we've got some really good things happening. I think that this is interesting just because of this app. Is there still going to be bullies out there? Is there still going to be negativity? Yes, but the whole ball game is not that we have to get rid of all that. It's just that we continually put things in the way of kiddos that the positive outweighs the negative. And I think this is great. I was looking at the app, and this is from somebody that has like done something from like this before. And this is just a really, really cool sort of setup. So, if your kids are talking about the Gas app out there right now, or you're a youngin listening, it's a very interesting thing. And I think that there's a lot of really a lot of really cool stuff happening in that vein right now. And I think this is just an app that is growing like crazy because of that. So now, it actually leads me into kind of, I think, what we want to talk about today, which is, how do you make friends? How do you get people to be fans of yours, like actual fans, not like some silly social media thing, but like, how do you get friends? How do you get fans and like genuine interaction with human beings? How do you make that easier on yourself? How do you make yourself someone that is easy to become a friend with, easy to become a fan of? How do you put yourself in that position, even if maybe you've not been in that position before? And I
yeah,
think that this is something that a lot of people that listen to this think, if I could just be a little more social, if I could just, interact with more people, success would follow. And not just business success, but a lot of success. I think as adults, we have a lot of trouble making friends. A
Mm,
lot of us do. I think
man,
as adults,
amen.
a lot of us have a lot of trouble putting ourselves out there, our true selves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so what I think would be really cool for us to talk about today, and this is sort of a different kind of episode, but what are some tactics that we have employed in the past? And this is something that I'm very aware that I do these days. In the beginning, maybe not so much. It was a lot of accidents that led to me knowing these things, and understanding what other people are doing, whether they realize it or not. What are some things that you can do to make friends faster, to endear yourself to complete strangers, and to put yourself in a spot where people become fans of you?
If you want to listen to more episodes, learn more about our mission, or send us questions or feedback about the show, go to serialprogressseeker.com. You can help the mission by subscribing, reviewing, rating, and commenting wherever you listen to or watch podcasts.